The next day. I really only have a couple of things planned for what I'm doing today. I am going to bolt this in, and then I gotta change the bushings on this. They put a solid one so there's no deflection. You delete this with a little plug, so then you have full turning speed no matter at what speed you're at. I'll put that in there, make sure everything fits. There's nothing else I have to shave down. This little piece is concerning me, but I'm pretty sure they left that, so we're gonna see about that. And I'm gonna get this all, get the front part put on it, the front part, put back on here, and it'll be ready to go back on the car, and then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop because I'm still thinking about what to do about the headers and the cats. We got this all together and in. It looks good. It looks good. There's it's like a little bit off right up in here. I'm not sure how much that matters, if I'm being honest. It's together. It looks good. I probably need to tighten that up because that was leaking. I don't know why it leaks. It's probably worn out and is on its way out. But I think I really need to replace the headers and the cat. I mean, at the very least, the headers, which, I mean, if I'm doing the headers, I might as well just buy the Burke resonated test pipes and be done with both. But I think this side wouldn't be so bad, you know, if the subframe and everything was back on the car. This one wouldn't be so bad, but the driver's side, you're fighting AC lines, you're fighting the starter, you're fighting the steering rod and the steering rack. I mean, it just it just sounds like a bad time. It just sounds like it would suck. I've just been kind of slowly working on this since I got off work, but I got, as you can see, the motor mount is out. This little, where'd I put him? This little asshole sucked. That was terrible to get out of there because, first of all, the heat shields are in the way. I don't know about the outer one, but this bottom one that goes up in here was absolutely in the way. And then you need like two swivel things and an extension to come from the top and take the top bolt out, or the top nut out. And then also on this thing, that one was fine right there. This one came out, but then this one snapped in there. And then the whole thing just came off the headers. So, but yeah, that sucked. Because I had the straps going around the motor mounts to hold the engine up, I took my transmission lift and put a block and lifted up on here, and then made sure this was tight as well. Sitting on the upper oil pan and just lifted the whole engine up a little bit so I can mess with this. But yeah. But I think I'm done for tonight. I'll hit y'all with another update soon. Okay, update. I started pulling the exhaust system out. So I got everything disconnected. I got the first cat out. I got this whole thing. It's doing whatever. I got the cat back off. And I started pulling the nuts off the header. And it's fucking annoying. I got the first three off the top. Those took like 30 minutes for the three of those. And then I got two of the bottom ones off. Pretty easy. The bottom was a lot easier, except for, God, you're not gonna be able to see this. Except for this one in the middle. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but started to strip it. The other two went off pretty easy, but this one, you got to come up through here, and then I was using this big guy, and because it's an adapter that's sizing down, this edge, this lip right here, was hitting this little thing right here and just barely making it not sit all the way on. So when I put pressure on and turned it, it backed off a little bit. And of course, you know, you can only see it from this angle right here, and I'm all the way over here doing this, and I can't see it, and I feel it go, and I'm like, hell yeah. And I do another one, and I'm like, okay, wait, that was a little too easy. And then I look over, and it's fucked. So, yep, I got a couple of options here. Scooter gave me some advice on taking my my 14 and cutting the inside down and making it sharp, so whenever it goes up against that edge, it'll bite it, and seeing if that works. Another option is I could get the stud remover, whatever size studs these are. It's like the Star Tool shit, but like you have to get a hollow one, not the other way. You gotta get the female, not the male, and try and take that off. But those can snap off pretty easy, and then you gotta figure out how to get that out of your damn engine. You gotta tap that out and get it out of there and put a new one in, and that's even less fun. So I'm done for the day, that's for sure. I made decent progress, but that is going to be all lost in the fact that I now have to try and get that one nut off. We got the exhaust manifold off. We were able to get, was it this nut? I think it was this nut. That was being an absolute pain in the ass, being a piece of shit. We were able to get it off after it started to strip with a set of these. So you just tap that on there, and then we held pressure on the back with a flathead, and then used a normal wrench to back it off, and it went. It was a pain in the ass, but it went. So hopefully that doesn't happen on the driver's side, because that would really suck. So whenever I go to actually rip those nuts off, I'm gonna double check, make sure it's not trying to back off and strip again. But I got the cat off of this side. Yeah, I'm just working on it slowly every single day, just an hour here and there, and gotta do the motor mounts, get the strap out of the way, probably take 2 heat shields off, and then I can probably reach all the bolts up in here. I'm hoping this fucking piece of wood doesn't block me on this side, because I know I have less room because of the starter and AC lines and all kinds of shit. Whereas this side's pretty open. It also has the block, but it's got more open area. So, I mean, just hoping. Oh, yeah, we had to take off the motor mount bracket on that side in order to even get to that last nut in the way that we needed to. So that's off of there. It was interesting because, like, you broke it loose, and then it was, like, really loose. So I don't know, I'm going to look up the torque specs for that, and then I'm probably going to put red Loctite on it. At least on like the bottom 2 bolts on it. That top corner one, definitely not putting red Loctite on that. I'll never get it off ever again in my entire life if I do that without fucking taking the engine straight out the car. So yeah.